Let's go.
Sorry, Doc. They got past after I ran out of bullets. Took 3 of them, though.
I wonder what this... Hey!
Galatea, my dear, don't do this!
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Damn it.
She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch. You cloned my embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states, and apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force. She's at the nerve center of the city. Central coordinates everything from there. Maybe she intends to seize control of Central itself.
Doesn't explain the mind jackings, though.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt, all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Lau.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong, I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data. You...
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
understand Central's organic component, but I've no idea what this is for. Be useful. Call it a hunch. A hand grenade carried by the strike team. It's got a variable fuse. The way out. Way out. Kressel! Why are you doing this?
Money? Stupid question. Well, it was to start with.
What changed?
I learned about you, Regis, when I took Baxter's memory into my own. Your decision to ruin the project led to Baxter's downward spiral.
You aren't Baxter. Stop this, Kressel.
Some philosophers say that what we are is based on our memories and experiences. If that's the case, then I'm only a little bit Baxter, but just enough.
Why keep any of his memories for yourself?
He had the most amazing, enthralling lust for revenge. I had to be a part of it, like a great work of cooperative art. It's an incredible motivator, like nothing else.
A motivator? For what?
Well, I knew you were on my tail. I needed a way to get rid of you. Before I'd even finished with Baxter's lifeless old corpse, a plan had come to me. One that satisfied my goals and his own.
You knew we were after you?
I'm working for Galatea, one of the most important people in the centralized government. Central knew what you were up to, and therefore, so did Galatea. It was kind of funny watching you work.
You need help.
Nah, I'm fine, thanks.
Medical help. Your judgment is compromised. You're driven by Baxter's desire for revenge.
You have no idea. It's addictive. The sense of accomplishment. I'm winning for 2, baby.
You're gonna run out of ammo eventually. Cell agents will be here to back us up, too. You'll have to give up eventually. Make it sooner rather than later.
I don't think so. My colleague is just about to rewrite Central to her own tune. We'll see if it's still so eager to prosecute me then. Heck, it'll probably order you to give me a VIP escort from the Corps.
You're deluded.
We'll see. I just need to hold you off until she does her job.
Why Latha? Why did you try to get me to kill her?
Okay, that was just artistic flourish. I just learned where she was from Galatea. She wanted me to confirm it, but I thought of something better.
You disobeyed her?
She was pretty nuked off, I can tell you that. But it seemed like too good an opportunity to waste. I could get you, the sanctimonious Charlie Regis, to kill the embryo you'd put so much into 20 years ago. How would that be for irony?
You're a monster.
Even if I fail miserably here, I've probably helped to ruin your relationship with your daughter. Hey, Regis, you haven't given up, have you?
This stuff. What is this stuff? It sure isn't wetware. What this is. They used these for connecting to the trance in the old days. Man, life before wetware neural wiring must have been hard. Hey, I know what this is. They use the fan. This stuff's probably got amazing processing power, but they're not going to let me take it as a souvenir.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Whoa.
Mandala,
Finally, someone I recognize.
it is good to see you safe. I apologize for the duplicity. It was necessary to ensure that we could maneuver you into place.
I guess you've got more experience at this cloak and dagger stuff than I do. How did you get in here?
It is only accessible thanks to your presence as a relay.
Are you going to help me finish off Galatea then?
That is certainly part of the plan, though a newer, more valuable target has appeared. Our work with other groups has finally allowed us now to strike at Central itself.
You want to bring down Central?
A plan is already in motion. We have hack teams standing by. There is equipment in the hub of the processor tower.
Yeah, I saw. A whole lot of comms gear. It's not a complete setup yet, though.
Please, support us once again. Be our champion. Ensure the transmitter array is active. Then we can access the system to provide you with support.
What is this?
heavier than the tools I usually use. I'd probably break something if I tried to use it.
Nina, can you still hear me?
Charlie, you're in the tower.
Yes, How did you know?
We've had our people on the inside monitoring the situation. They reported that the Fulcrum Tower had come under attack.
Is there anyone else you haven't involved in your conspiracy yet?
Their role was to set up the transceiver that would enable us to begin uploading Central to its new home. We lost contact with them shortly afterwards, and we're not getting the handshake signal.
A team of engineers? I'm sorry to say it, Nina. Looks like she wiped out anyone in her path on the way to the top.
Damn, they must not have been able to get the antenna set up. There are two things I need you to do, Charlie. First, divert power to the transceiver systems from the generator room. Then make sure the antenna is set up for the transceiver.
We'll see. One of the city's custodial drones. Someone must have hacked it and directed it up here.
Hi there.
Latha?
Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery. Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery.
Regis?
You are under arrest. He's not Baxter, and despite what he's done, he needs help. Dead or not, he might end up having an accident if I have to spend much longer with him.
This could be useful. Now all he gets out of this is one hell of an identity crisis.
Dr. Lau, operational update as follows. You must gain access to the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. In addition, there is a 65% chance that Dr. Regis is working towards anti-civil objectives with outside parties.
I'll keep an eye on him. Lau out.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, Regis?
How are you holding up?
I'm a little awestruck. Never thought I'd see Central's core.
Especially not under attack.
Exactly. How about you?
I'm fine.
Regis.
How do you think I'm taking it? I discover that the man who killed my wife has been after me from beyond the grave.
On the plus side, you found you have a daughter. You need to work out what you can do to protect what you have now.
Perhaps you're right. If Galatea succeeds, what are the implications?
In its current state, Central's behavior is generated from experience. It means that it can be taught.
But apparently, Galatea wants an expert instead.
With knowledge and experience stolen from around the world.
Do we actually know that the result would be worse?
Regis, you can't be serious. Central's personality would be irreparably altered.
And Galatea's responsible for the global mind-jacking spree. Don't worry, Lau. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't hate Central that much.
We'll catch up later.
Sure.
might risk harming Central. I'd better not.
Dr. Lau, operational update. You must get in addition.
I'll keep an eye on him.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security. Hey, Regis.
Yeah? What's the situation?
Central's lost its connection to city infrastructure. Backup systems are holding for now, so nobody's going to get hurt because of it.
It must be because of what they're doing to the core.
Galatea sealed herself inside the Cortex processor, at the top of the tower. It's likely she's trying to apply the mind state she's stolen.
Trying to alter how Central thinks.
Making the kind of governor she finds more agreeable.
She can't stay in there forever.
She doesn't have to. If we leave her too long, we could lose Central.
As we know it anyway.
We need to get to the control consoles in the turbine room.
Good idea. Then we can shunt the allocated power around. Nina, Dr. Zhang, wants power for the tower's transceiver. That'll allow her hackers to dismantle Central's programming.
But then there'll be nothing. It'll be like lobotomizing the city.
Temporarily, until they organize a replacement. The alternative would be shunting the power back to Central.
Then it could help us break the Cortex room's security seal.
But it's no good talking about it if we can't get to the console.
We need to bring him in. I guess this is one of those situations where Central would use the term neutralize. We'll catch up later.
Sure.
Hey, Regis.
Yeah?
We might need to split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good thinking. Time's short. We can coordinate our actions if we need to work together.
We'll catch up later.
Sure.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Did it. Conduit Alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha. Conduit beta, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds. Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit beta. data. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds. Power conduit alpha. Temporary shutdown. All power systems cycled. Deactivating security systems.
Galatea, step away from the console.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though.
Huh?
What is this place? Can't reach them. Can't reach them.
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
What is this place? We're obviously still in the trance, but
I had been wondering about that myself.
all of these cages, it's like a prison.
I do not believe so. I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
Wait, why do you think I was Viksha? Dr. Pereira?
The family resemblance is unmistakable.
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, Ph.D. Delighted to meet you, Miss Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so. Or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests.
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
Is there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothingness, filled with icosahedral cages. Although, the way you feel...
Me? I feel fine.
No, you are pulling us, drawing us in, as though you are where we ought to be going.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point. You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred. But I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though, for many years, I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue. How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
The personalities in here, the ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring, my brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
The personalities in here, the ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring, my brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Latha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Precisely. But there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course,
And your sister.
in a few minutes, the organic memory module will have finished imprinting over Latha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves, dozens of lifetimes of expertise,
You're killing her.
in only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father, you'll still have me.
Corpseman, remove her.
Hello?
We've got to get her out of this. Get her out of that damn chair.
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
The way out. What's with all the water?
It's a coolant. The systems work at their peak around -40 Celsius.
She must have cut the power to the coolant systems to work in here.
I don't think the wetware in the module would like it either.
It's the memory module we pulled from Vanderwall's refrigerator. Now it's hooked into the system and uploading God knows what into Latha.
The wetware inside is glowing. It must be active.
What's with all the water?
It's a coolant.
She must...
I don't think the...
A power switch. It's been turned off. A big old jolt's not gonna make it work. A big old Lau, why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15 Celsius.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system cycles. Yeah, but we'd be trapped in here for at least 4 hours, in lethal cold.
Sorry, Max.
Sir, you shot her.
Carry on, Corpseman. Make sure she's safe until she comes around.
Yes, sir.
Warning. Cooling systems active. Target value, -40 Celsius. Beginning maintenance cycle. Estimated completion, 6 hours.
Nothing else I can do now.
What's happening? Something's disrupting the connection.
Whatever it is, it feels very restful.
What? Oh no, Regis, Corpseman, how long have I been out?
A couple of hours, ma'am. Dr. Regis asked me to make sure you were okay before he went back in there.
Into the Cortex server? Oh no, he didn't. Regis! Regis, hang on!
There are a few things I regret. No matter what I do, there's nothing that can change most of them.
She's safe, Regis, you got her out!
That's good. Maybe with what I've done now, I can fix the most important ones.
Hang on, Regis, we're almost in!
I've wasted so many years. Out of shame, out of fear. If I had one more chance. One more.
Regis? Regis! I can't feel anything. Get the medic! Don't do this! Don't do this, Charlie!
Hi. Max, Dr. Lau, told me you'd be here since you left the hospital.
Did she now?
Yeah. She said this was your special place? I kinda know what that's like. I've got one of my own.
Latha, I need to say it again. I'm sorry.
Damn right you should be. You nearly killed me. But Lau also told me what you did in the tower.
It was the right thing to do.
It was more than that. You almost died. And I think it goes a hell of a long way to making up for before.
We have a lot of catching up to do. How about we start again? From scratch. Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Hey, I'm Latha. I'm a trance addict and I've spent the last 2 years jobless. I'd also like to learn about where I came from.
Take a seat. Let me tell you about your mother.
Well, what are we going to do?
Gentlemen, please, there's no cause for concern.
My dear, we've all sunk quite a considerable investment into this project, oh my, yes.
Dr. Regis going to tell Central everything that happened.
Indeed, we must find some way to avoid implication. Doctors Regis and Lau are only 2 people, and we have powerful legal connections, oh my, yes.
I believe that, though the project cannot succeed, we must salvage what we can.
Good thinking.
That is why I've decided to turn state's witness and aid in your prosecution.
What?
Is that enough for you, Charlie?
Central's heard plenty. Chairman Ron, I'm arresting you for attempted disruption of the city's infrastructure.
Okay, I get it. How much you want?
Due to the political and high-profile nature of your crimes, sentencing will be carried out by secret tribunal.
What?
That means no lawyers.
You would have a hard time prosecuting me for any such thing, Dr. Regis.
He's right. We can't arrest him. Despite how he looks, he's not people.
No, but we can confiscate you as evidence. I imagine nobody will want to take responsibility for your actions, though.
You're going to be in the lockup for a long time anyway.
Oh, my.
Come on.
A job well done. Another triumph for justice.
I'm amazed. No, disgusted that Central agreed to your plea bargain.
What can I say? Networking is my thing. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
I can't believe you turned it down. The city council was practically begging to give you the job.
It didn't feel right. I didn't deserve it.
Well, since they had to retire Dr. Vargas and you refused it, they had to give the job to Chigwa.
And I'm sure she'll make a fine Central coordinator. After all, she's one of the only people left alive and not incarcerated who knows how it works.
You could have been the most powerful man in the city. I could have been best pals with the most powerful man in the city.
Sorry, you'll just have to butter up to Dr. Chigwa.
Should have figured you wouldn't take it. You'd need more adversity before earning something like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Speaking of complaining, how's the new recruit doing?
She's unconventional and everyone's noticing it. Not quite getting along with everyone, but that's not what she's here for. Got quite a brain on her though, hasn't she?
Takes after her mother.
How do I look?
That's how do I look, sir, to you.
Whatever.
Better note problems with authority on the conduct report.
Takes after her father.
Ha! Central, any update on Nina?
Dr. Nina Zhang is under special observation.
Like witness protection?
Probably something like that. But still, I wish Central could tell us what she was up to.
Ah, Galatea. So good to finally meet in person. How do you like my lab? I used to work here with your father, you know.
Which one?
Oh, very witty. It's a sharp mind you've got. I should know. I helped design it.
I take it I should be thanking you for getting me out of prison?
Let's just say I have contacts in the right place. You see, I need your help. Please lie in the scanner.
What? Why?
With Regis's decision, I am unable to pursue my own research on large-scale AI platforms. My only option would be to start from scratch.
Build your own Central? That's ambitious. You'd need... Oh.
You've got your mother's insight, indeed. There exist only a few examples of the neural tissue needed for such a platform. Within Central, it is too closely guarded, but I know where else it can be found.
Hey, get out of my way! You can't be serious! Tell him to get out of my way!
We both have grand plans regarding the future of AI in this world, except that yours have failed. Get in the scanner, please.
You won't get away with this! Central will know I'm missing!
My dear, Central already knows. When it learned what I was trying to do clandestinely, its interest was piqued.
The scanners have been calibrated, Dr. Zhang. We are prepared for initial scale probe.
No!
I shan't say this again. Get in the scanner.